Hey, Good Fox here. Today I want to do a video on how to beat cover 3. Not so much one-play touchdowns. I already put one of those out on my channel, but kind of like the concepts. This is continuing the series with cover 0 or man coverage, and which means 2 men over the top also. Cover 2. This is cover 3. Cover 4 also is to come. I think that's the order that I'm going. But basically, I'm going to put in the description, like I do all of them, the what I'm using to beat them, ways to beat them. How you should look to beat them during the game, not just with one plays, but kind of continuing your drive down the field. So cover 3, you're going to want seam routes, flood concepts, smart routed outs, comeback routes, and if it's pressed, just streaks with John Ross. So verticals, this hits a seam route right there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll get to that in just a hot minute. So let's call cover 3 sky here. There's the general setup. Basically, the weak zones, the weak spots in this coverage are kind of like right here. That's the seam. A little bit between these linebackers and underneath this safety. That's a tough window, but you can get to it. You got other things like underneath here. You can also hit this. Let's go here. You can also flood this zone over here. Make him choose low or high to the sideline. So you can like a streak flood concept to really take him off. Streak flat corner concept. So those are some of the areas. We'll get to a little bit of them in a second. So let's just show the seam route first. Let me put this user on a D line so he actually reacts. The CPU. So seam route, Rodgers. He's running a seam route. Great, decent player. Let's do it. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Right there, seam route. All right, possession catch, go down. Try not to take a big hit. But that's basically the look on a seam. You look there, throw it quick. A lot of people have thrown this ball, I'm sure, against you. This vertical inside. Great. Tough to beat it. You can beat it with like a cover 2 or man coverage. But that's about it. Seam routes. Love them. You can throw some other type of seam routes there, but that's the simplest. That's the Rodgers. Let's move on to flood concepts. I don't think there's going to be one here. Crossing. This is okay. Like what I like to do here on this kind of concept. This shenanigans. Bring Brown at. So take him, it goes underneath, and then Brown goes underneath the routes. There you go. Another way of beating cover 3. What did I say? There's a little empty spot. Oh wait, that's the offense. Little empty spot right here. Because these linebackers are dropping back to cover these deeper routes. Just slant it underneath them. That's beautiful. That works against most coverages. Cover 2 might give you a little bit more fits, especially if they shade down. Let's go to flood concept. If you don't know what the flood concept is. Maybe this ain't the best. This says flood, but it's not a very good flood concept. Let's do... No, that's not one I want either. I want one like... My bunch got a good flood. This is a decent flood. This Z spot's pretty decent. The thing is that the corners don't go deep enough to really give us a corner out. But, all right, let's try this mesh concept. This mesh concept is one we're going to turn it into like a flood concept against cover 3. So basically what we're doing is we are going to streak Rodgers, and he's going to take the safeties back for us. Generally, it's better if like this guy's out wider. But then we have James and Brown there. We're going to make his underneath zone, his sideline zone, choose between either James or Brown. And we're just going to read it and throw it to the guy that's not being covered. Easy, simple, easy peasy. All right, this is just wide open for like, what is this, 10 yards? Beautiful. Take it every time. 10 yards every time. Take it. Make them adjust to you. Whoops, I forgot to streak the guy, but go back to him. Then what they might do, they might shade down on you. They shade down, go down to hard flats. Rodgers on the streak to clear out. Boom. Corner. Boy, yeah. Easy gain. So, make them choose. And then you got kind of like a backside Bryant route. Pretty sweet stuff. Pretty easy concept. Cover 3. That's how you beat that. You can also do like smart routed outs. So like see how cover 3 these cornerbacks. See, they are on deep responsibilities. They don't want to be beaten over the top. So they're going to drop back at the start of this at the snap of the ball. Because if you're on a streak, their responsibility is not to get beat over the top. So what you do with that, you just stop and run a little bit of an out route. We can run it, maybe run it right here. It's the first down marker. Oh wait, I was on that guy. All right, that's not a good idea. He just freezes when your defense is on him. All right. Even if it's 10-yard out, you'd think that purple zone might get under it. Some of them don't. Some of them aren't quick enough to get under. This one looks pretty good. There you go. Easy. Quick outs, even safer. Even safer. There you go. But out routes against cover 3, very deadly. Let's say especially over here. Like, if you motion this brown over. Actually, let's leave him on that corner route. A motioned corner route is actually also pretty good. Even though it's kind of a deeper corner, just watch. Just watch what happens. Streak Rogers. Look at him. He gets right underneath that. Beautiful. Get underneath that deep zone and go to the sidelines. Gorgeous cover 3 beater. Good amount of yards, too. Also, on that concept, you run this a ton. Run this a ton against cover 3. Most of this guy out on verticals. See how it takes like an outside release pattern? There you go. Usually it's better to wait for him to get upfield, get his momentum going upfield. So he didn't do it as a little bit longer of a walk. You don't have to throw it that quick. Wait for him to set. And then alright. Bad throw, but so throw it right when his button lines up, and that's another easy yard. So basically you're taking advantage of that deep zone dropping back. Another way of taking advantage of that deep zone dropping back, little comeback route. No big deal. This comeback route gives a little bit more time for that safety to get underneath it. Let's experiment. Yep, see, you got right underneath it. Not the greatest if you read that safety underneath. Check down to a flat right there. Like this. Well, like. But yeah, if they can get underneath it, do not throw that. Oh, we are missing passes. Regardless, comeback routes against the cover 3. Same concept, getting to the sidelines, getting underneath that deep zone for a nice little gain. And then like I said, this cover 3 pressed, especially if it's like base aligned. Like in this year's game, I found cover 3 doesn't really match up that well with John Ross. Martavis Bryant, maybe it does. Maybe he doesn't have the same separation and speed on corners. But John Ross and Mutt, so like say because the baseline's so funky this year. Like look at how offset it is. Look at how offset that baseline is. On the wide side of the field, it's even worse. Watch this. Watch this baseline. How terrible it is. They still haven't fixed this. Baseline press cover 3. Shouldn't be that wide. And if Bryant in like a trip set, Bryant would be wider. See if I can't find it. There you go. See that? That's what I like to call a touchdown. Make sure he's not on that out route. It's kind of like a weird thing. He gets like an animation. Look at that. Streaks to somebody fast. Don't pressure cover 3. It's bad this year. So that's generally how you want to attack cover 3. There are some like, fancier things you can do with those kind of concepts. You can do crossing patterns in like the tight flex or something. Let's try like the PA post shot. I showed this in the cover 2 also. It's just going to get behind zones across the field. It better be user. It's just good post routes. Corner reacted pretty decently, but we got to it. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hopefully you learned something about cover 3. It's kind of a basics, how to, not really advanced. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.